Hello, everyone. I'm meteorologist Joe Chaffee on what has been an awful day. I mean, just miserable out with all the rain, and we've got more rain to get through tonight. And temperatures have come off their highs of the day from the Park at 50, 48 for Newark, 49 for LaGuardia, 52 for Islip, and there are the numbers for the city, 50 and 42. A little bit above normal, which is 46, 35. And by the end of the month, by the way, we'll be down to normal highs in the 30s and normal lows in the 20s. 71 the record high in 2001, and 11 the record low in 1871. So far, a little under 3/4 of an inch of rain, but I think we're going to get maybe anywhere from 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches before it's all done. In some places, maybe up to 2 inches, because a lot of moisture is still streaming up the eastern seaboard. We had some heavier rains that went through earlier over eastern Long Island and central Long Island as well, but even some moderate rain back through New Jersey, so everybody participated here. And it goes all the way back down into Virginia, so it's a lot to work through. At the same time, cold, dry air is coming down from the north, and you can see here on the northern fringe, it changes over to sleet and snow in northeastern Pennsylvania and then interior southeastern New York, down in the middle Hudson Valley. That gradually will move southeastward as well, but I'm thinking that by the time the cold air gets here, which will be very late tonight, the precipitation will shut off. And by here, I'm talking about the coast. It's very possible that in northwest Jersey and perhaps up in northern Westchester, Putnam, Orange County, you might see a changeover to sleet and snow before it's all done. Some drier air coming in for Sunday, and that should hold on for Monday as well. Not going to be picture perfect, though, because there's still going to be a lot of moisture around, and I think it's going to have a tough time getting it out of the way with what's going to be setting up for the middle part of next week. And we can already see moisture that's coming out through the Rockies, and that's going to be the start, the catalyst of all the problems that may develop here starting Tuesday and beyond. And what we think will happen is, first off, we get tonight's weather system out of the way. Cold air and dry air comes in for tomorrow. Should have at least some sun through patchy clouds, and temperatures tomorrow are probably not going to get much above 40. Monday should be dry too, but then high pressure anchors to the north. We have strong energy in the atmosphere coming down, and that's going to energize a storm to develop off the Carolinas, and that storm is going to move slowly northward Tuesday night into Wednesday, and eventually even slowing down to a crawl. So what's going to wind up happening here with regards to this storm? Coastal flooding, windswept soaking rain for the coast, and in inland areas, and we're talking northeastern Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and New England, some big snows. Maybe, and it's a big maybe, at the end, as this upper air storm that's supporting all this moves very, very slowly over us, it may draw down cold air aloft, and we could see a changeover to snow. This would happen during the day Wednesday and Wednesday night. It's a long shot chance, but I think it's worth mentioning because given the dynamics of the situation, it's a very, very powerful system aloft. Sometimes you get little surprises out of these things. So I just want to be open to that possibility. And then eventually it moves out of here along about Wednesday night into Thursday. So it's a busy, busy time. Meanwhile, people have been asking me, you know, we had that big cold shot in November that took us to Thanksgiving, and now we've gone into this sort of, we'll call it a warmer pattern. It's not really a very warm pattern, but it's a warmer pattern. When is winter going to return? Well, it looks like after this storm goes by for midweek, this nor'easter potential, once we get that out of the way, weather may calm down for a little while and probably see temperatures near or a little bit above normal. But a lot of the long-range guidance now is pointing to a reestablishment of the pattern that we saw in the middle of November, which means a very deep trough will form in the eastern states probably sometime after, say, December 20th. And if this happens, it might set us up for the possibility of a white Christmas. That, who knows? I mean, a lot of things have to happen correctly or incorrectly, depending on your point of view with regards to snow. But we feel pretty good about the idea that we're going to get into a very wintry pattern that's going to set up for the last 10 days of this month and take us into the first part of January. So for tonight, down to 34 by morning, periods of rain ending late. Some areas north and west could end to some sleet or snow, where the cold spots get down to 25 to 30 by morning. And then tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, a chilly north to northeast wind. Temperatures probably no higher than 40, and many places tomorrow will not be getting out of the 30s. Now, with the upcoming nor'easter for Tuesday into Wednesday, we have a lot of weather information, including information on just how this whole mechanism is going to work and play out with respect to the storm, coastal flooding, heavy rain, who's going to get heavy snow if you're a skier, et cetera, et cetera. My Facebook weather page, meteorologist Joe Chaffee. Just go on it and click the like button. Welcome aboard. And here's your 7-day forecast. That threat for Tuesday and Wednesday, dry tomorrow and Monday, and then dry at the end of the week.